Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot, and today I want to do an updated reading on the drones that we're seeing in New Jersey. I just saw another video of a UAP in South Florida, and so I just wanted to do a reading and see what's going on because it's been a little bit since we have done a reading. In addition to doing a reading on that, I want to share with you guys my UAP experience because I saw something and I'm going to show you guys some footage and you can take a look at it and tell me what you think. As always, the tarot portion of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, make your own decisions, all of that stuff. However, the footage that I'm going to show you that I filmed is 100% real footage I filmed myself. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into it, you guys. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just show you this footage. This is footage filmed on my cell phone, and this is what I saw when I looked up into the sky when this occurred. Okay, you guys, so here we go. So as you can see, there is this glowing orb in the sky. And I bring the phone down a little bit, the camera down, so you can see it's stationary. It's above this house and it's just there. It's not moving. It's being completely stationary. And I'm going to show you the trajectory because it moves and it moves really fast and it covers a massive distance. And so I show you what that looks like here. And so I saw this back this last summer. I want to say it was in July that I saw this. And it was, so where I live in Yuma, Arizona, and I'm under the path of Starlink, launches. So it's really common for us to see Starlink satellites. If you look at this video, this is just a little different. This is a second video I took of the same night. So I'm going to show you guys what Starlink launches look like so that you can see the difference, okay? So as you can see, instead of looking like a glowing orb, now it's like two balls of light. Like there's something in the middle. It's weird. It's like light shooting out of the top and light shooting out of the bottom. But as you can see from this video, it's still just like very much just stationary. And then we're going to see it really start to take off. So this was me. I backed off of it a little bit so we could see like how far out it was because it was really, really far out. And now this is me zooming back in. And I believe this is about the time when it's going to start moving across the sky. And now we can see, yeah, it's like shooting across the sky and then it just absolutely disappears and it's gone. Gone, poof, gone. Okay. So to give you guys some perspective, or here, I'm going to let this play for a second so that you guys can watch this while I give you a little more perspective. So like I was talking about before, I live under the path of where Starlink does a lot of its launches. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when Starlink launches satellites. Okay. Okay. So if you look at the video, it's going to come into focus. It's going to come into a little bit clearer focus, but you're going to see a string of little lights. Like right now, it just looks like a little string of lights, and it's like, like a trail of Christmas lights or something. So it's kind of hard to see in this video, but what that is when the satellites, when they're putting like some of the satellites into space, that's one variation of it and what it looks like. Now, there is a second thing that they do. Let me see if I can find it here for you guys. Okay, so this part that I'm showing you, this is another Starlink launch. And this is when they launch the bigger, I think these are like the bigger satellites or something. These are bigger launches. And as you can see, when these launch, they leave a trail of light behind them and they move very slowly. You can watch their slow progression. I mean, they're not moving slowly, they're moving really fast. But when we look at it at the distance, it looks like it's moving much slower. We can watch it progress across the sky. It illuminates a large space and it leaves a trail behind it that's very light. So this is what a Starlink launch looks like. So people were trying to tell me that what I saw in the sky, that orb of light, they were trying to say that that was no way there was a UAP. Well, I just showed you what 2 different Starlink launches look like, and it was neither one of those. So that is my experience, you guys. I filmed a whole video on this whole thing and I put it together. It's on my other channel, and I'll go ahead and link it so that you guys can go check it out if you want to, where I really do a deep dive and show a lot of different footage and give a lot of different information. So you guys can check that out over there on my other channel. But for now, what I want to do is I want to look into the tarot and see what's going on with these UAPs, because as we know, we're not seeing anything on the news. It's like very hush hush now. It's very quiet. Trump has said that when he gets in office, he's going to tell us within 27 minutes of what's going on. But, sure. Okay. Okay, so as always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Once again, please, do your own research, make your own opinions, and please be kind in the comment section. Jeez, you guys. Most of you are so lovely. And my regular peeps, I love you guys so much. But man, I get some people that come in here and they are a little spicy, okay? So let's just cool it with the attitudes, peeps. All right. So the first question I want to ask is, are these drones still currently active? Are the same drones that we read for before, are they still currently active? Okay, let's take a look and see what's going on. And this, I'm talking specifically, we were pulling about the ones in New Jersey. So let's take a look here. Judgment. Interesting. Okay, so this is a time of potential major shifts in spiritual awakenings. Okay, big time shifts. So what is going on right now can cause a huge shift in belief systems. All right. Now this is really interesting because there's a lot of different talk about what these things could be, but this is saying that whatever they are, it's going to lead to a big shift in perhaps people's belief systems. Now, that doesn't mean that what they're going to see necessarily is true. It just means that they're going to see a shift. So let's keep going and see what we have. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. I think that this is going to be a very slow process of what's happening to reveal itself. Okay, you guys, I think we're going to see little bits and pieces of information get released very, very slowly. I don't think that anytime soon that we're going to see any like big disclosure, but I haven't been seeing that. So I think it's going to continue to be like little pieces of information that are released, slowly but surely. 8 of Cups reversed. So this is an interesting card. This is about errors in judgment. So there are errors in judgment that are being made in regards to these drones and what's happening. And I feel like the errors that are being made are either the error of the whoever is responsible doing this, or there's an error in how it's being responded to, reacted to. We have the 3 of Pentacles. This is cooperation. This is people working together. So there are people working together behind the scenes in regards to this drone issue. So I do feel that there is cooperation between perhaps different departments. Now, I don't think that that necessarily spills over into the local government. So these local governors and mayors that are, asking questions and not getting answers, I'm not referring to them. I'm talking about different levels of government, such as, I'm sure the president for sure knows. I'm sure that the Department of Defense 100% knows what it is. I'm sure that different branches of the military know what it is. There's no way that there are things in our airspace that our Department of Defense don't know what they are. That's just, there's no possibility of that. We have the Fool. This is something new. This is all something new. Interesting. So this can go a couple different ways. So one theory of these UAPs that some people are seeing now, okay, and again, entertainment purposes only, you guys, let's put on our tinfoil hats. So one of the theories that's out there is that these drones are man-made drones, but with like essentially alien technology, anti-gravity technology that we're not familiar with. And one theory is that the Chinese and the US are both the 2 countries that have this type of this type of technology, and that these drones that are being flown over are coming from China. Okay, that's one theory. So if that's a correct theory, we don't know that it is, okay, but let's just say that that's a correct theory, then that talks about a new beginning. This is a new thing we've never had to deal with before, or relatively new. I do think that the balloons from China were kind of the first step, and then this is the second step. I do really feel like these are from China. I feel personally, in the cards that I pulled, and this is just like my own personal feeling, I feel like Iran and China are very much connected in this. Now, if this is not that, or let's say this is more than one thing, so let's say that in addition to these Chinese made drones, we are also dealing with alien life form or spiritual beings from other realms. Okay, so if that's the case, then again, that's another situation that's new to us. That's a brand new journey. So we're going to start seeing a lot of new things that we've never seen before in relationship to these drones and the experiences we have with them and the information that comes out about them. Ace of Pentacles. So this is an offer. I'm wondering if we're going to get some of these I'm wondering if some of these drones that are coming in that are perhaps powered by not alternative life forces. I don't know if they're alternative, but like alien life forces or spiritual beings or whatever they are. Sorry, guys, my nose keeps itching so bad. What does that mean if your nose itches? That someone's like thinking about you or talking about you or something? Anyway, um, so the Ace of Pentacles, this is an offer of stability. So I'm almost feeling like this is going to be an offer of help, um, of things being really, really bad here, and us needing help, and them perhaps offering some help, offering stability. Okay, let's keep going here. We have the Ace of Wands. These are new offers coming in. I think we're going to see big changes. I think things are going to change as we know it. Ace of Wands. This is like this is new action. This is something new happening. This is a new idea. This is a big change. So we've got this like offer of stability, these big, huge changes, big things coming in. And then we have this Two of Cups reverse. So this is also going to be the breaking up of partnerships. I think that this is just the beginning of some very major things that are going on, you guys. In my last video, I had mentioned that I was reading the, oh my gosh, what's her name? The Dolores Cannon Nostradamus books. And I've almost finished the first one today, you guys. I read like one in a day for you guys because I want to like get through it and then like share with you guys what I'm learning. But one of the really interesting things that I'm gathering from this book, or that I'm learning in the first book, is that there are certain things that we're going to see happen in our lifetime that are going to be things that we can't even imagine. However, in addition to that, or alongside that, people have free will. People have the ability to make decisions and to change their mind, or to pick different choices. And so when that happens, it can change the trajectory of where we're going or how things happen. So it's really interesting because I'm reading this book and there are some things that are like so spot on that it is scary. But then there are other things that are just like completely off, like did not come to fruition the way that it was explained that it would. But it talks a lot about how it's because of different choices and different choices that were made, which led to the energy shifting, which led to different results. So what I'm seeing here with this is that there's going to be like a couple different things going on simultaneously. Some of these things are going to be good things, and some of these things are going to be not so good things. And it's going to be a very, very interesting time. And I think it's a reminder to not get too caught up in, I know that sometimes we can get caught up in these like prophecies or ideas of like, well, this tarot reader said that this was going to happen, or this prophet, like Baba Vanj, I always get her name wrong. Baba Vanga? I think that's it. Anyway, or oh, they said this, so it's going to come to pass, or oh, it's in the Bible, it's in the book of Revelations. And what is really interesting is that energy is always fluid and it's always changing. And so we need to be open to interpretation and to not taking things like super, super literal, because sometimes these things can flex, right? as we're reading them because the energy is constantly changing. So with this being said, I want to look at now when Trump gets into office, how is he going to handle this situation? First, I want to know, is Trump even aware of, is he in the know? Is Trump in the know on this drone situation? Let's see if we get any flyers. Okay, is Trump in the know? Let's get, nope, too many cards, please. Is Trump in the know? There's one. Let's get 3 cards. Okay, we're going to get 4. Here we go. Is Trump in the know? 10 of Cups. This is all about putting on a happy front. Everything's good. Everything is great. We've got this great family. Everything is good. No, I do not think Trump knows. 8 of Wands reversed. News not coming in. There is a King of Cups. There's someone who is trying to take control and trying to watch out for everybody. This could be Biden, but I'm not feeling like it's Biden. I'm feeling more like this King of Cups energy is probably a leader in the military. Someone who's trying to keep all things kind of balanced and even, but I do not feel that Trump has been given any of the information. We have this 5 of Swords reversed. 5 of Swords reversed it's about using intelligence instead of force. So I think what's happening is they're finding ways to kind of dance around the subject with Trump, maybe telling him they can't say anything until he's officially inaugurated or something like that. But they're using their the theys, whoever he's asking, they're using their tact in not giving him any information yet. So no, Trump does not have any idea. Now let's find out, is Trump going to be told? Because I'm telling you, you can believe me or not, but there are so many things that go on in the government that the president is not privy to. And it's scary. It's scary. When you look at how much the CIA has done historically and probably still currently does. It's craziness, you guys. Okay, so is Trump going to be told the truth about this situation when he is inaugurated? 3 cards, please. Is Trump going to be read in? I think it's the official term. We have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. No cooperation. Ace of Pentacles. No, I don't even need to do a 3rd card. No, they're not going to tell him. They can't tell him. Because if they tell him, it's going to go to everybody else. They can't trust him with anything. They cannot give him anything to hold on to because it will just be gone. It'll be out the door before they can even know what's going on. So absolutely not. He will not be read in. He will not be read in. Okay, so can we look at what is the trajectory of the energy of this situation over the next, let's say, do we want to do 6 months or do we want to do less? Let's do 3 months. Let's do, what is the energy for this situation? How is this going to go? Is this going to progress? Is it going to decline? Are we going to get some answers? What are we looking at for the next 3 months of energy for these UAPs, please, Spirit? Let's look at the next 3 months. And you know what? I want to do a full Celtic cross on this one. Because we're looking at a bigger time period. So the next 3 months, we are looking at, there is hidden knowledge. There is hidden knowledge. There's things that are there that we know about. There are things that are there that we don't know about. But there is a lot of hidden knowledge. 3 of Wands. This is a complete stop in action. No forward movement. No progress. So we might find that over the next 3 months, we don't see a lot of information, a lot of change, a lot of progress. We have this Page of Cups. This is someone bringing in information. This could be gossip too. This I'm feeling like are people talking about a lot of different options, a lot of different stories. People are saying a lot of different things that this could be. And I think a lot of people are saying it with perhaps good intentions, not trying to cause a stir or, have nefarious intentions, but they're off. These stories, they're missing something. It's not quite right. We're headed into the Queen of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups reversed is emotionally immature. It's emotional instability. It can also be manipulation or jealousy. I feel like we're going into a time of heavy manipulation when it comes to what we're told and what we're expected to believe about what's happening right now in regards to these different UAPs. Okay, so the goal is to figure out what's going on, right? We have this judgment card again. This is about trying to figure out what's going on, but not getting answers, not getting the answers that we're looking for. Things are being hidden again with this high priestess. This high priestess card is a very, very deep spiritual card. It has a lot of hidden meanings. And so to see this judgment card reversed above the high priestess, it's a very interesting energy of things being kept hidden. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is what is going to get in the way. This is that slow moving knight again. This is someone who does not want this information to get out. There are people that know everything that is going on. There are people that know everything that's in the sky. They know what is a UAP, and they know what is from China, and they know what is from the US. They know everything that's going on, but they're going to be very, very slow to share any information, if they share any at all. We could have a situation happen really that takes out communication where we would never know. We would never know if these were, a real alien invasion, or if this was something that was created like a War of the Worlds. Ooh, I'm really getting goosebumps about that. Okay, let's keep going. So we have the Ace of Wands reversed. This is something that does not come to fruition. This is a creative block. This is procrastination. Right now, there are decisions that need to be made and things that need to be done, but there is so much procrastination around it. People are not wanting to make those decisions. They're not wanting to share the information. They're trying to see how long they can drag this out. They're just going to continue to procrastinate. And I think that's why, because we did the 3-month read here, I think that's why we're not seeing a lot of movement, because I think this is going to be incredibly slow. And I think it is going to take longer than 3 months to play out. Now, one thing I want to say before I go any further is I know sometimes the content that we cover in these readings can be a lot. This is heavy content. And I cover this content specifically because this is heavy content, because I feel like, number one, it's very important for people to know. I feel like I am doing my part by sharing what I see in the tarot with you guys. But there's another part of this. And the other part of this is that there are things we can do. I know that it can be very frustrating. I look around the world and I see what's going on. And there are times where I feel completely overwhelmed. And I feel like, oh my God, like, where are we going? What's going to happen? But then I remember that my external reality is a direct reflection of my internal thoughts and feelings. Okay. And I know that seems like incredibly oversimplified, and it's obviously, there's much more that goes into it than that. But essentially, that's how you see the karma, the exchange of power, not power, exchange of energy. That's how you see it typically play out. So the reason I tell you that is that we have the power and the ability to change what's going on. We have the ability to do a couple different things. We have the ability to collectively to pull our energy together and to change the outcomes. Just like Dolores Cannon was talking about in the book I was referring to earlier. Energies can change. Things can be prevented. We do have the ability to stop detrimental things from happening. We also have the ability to stop really great things from happening. It all depends on what our energy is. So the first thing, is to hopefully help raise our collective energy so that we can make a difference. So that's one of the first reasons I give you guys these heavy readings and cover this heavy content, because I feel like people that are drawn to my content are also going to be people who are, for the most part, also drawn to learning more, expanding your consciousness, and being part of the solution, right? The other part of this is the personal part, and it's, what are you going to experience? Because the reality is that as a human race for the last 3,000 years, we've been treating each other terribly. We are not kind to one another. And if you want an example of it, go look at my comment section down below. People are not nice, and they're just mean for no reason. No reason. I don't know what it is. They're just mean for no reason. And we cannot live in a society where for thousands of years we are mean to one another, we kill one another, we're hurtful to one another, and then expect our lives to go on and just be peachy keen and everything's going to be great. It's a reckoning time, right? We've got this judgment card. It's time, you guys. It's happening. But I'm not going to pick it up because it's stuck to the table. But we choose the energy. We're responsible for the energy that we emit. We choose the energy we emit. So you can choose to be part of the problem, or you can choose to be part of the solution. But if you choose to be part of the problem, then you're going to experience the problem. But if you choose to be part of the solution, you are going to experience the solution. So that is why I always talk about the exchange of energy and the vibration. I say, however much time you spend watching this video, I'm looking at my counter right now. I'm going to edit out a lot, but we're at 28 minutes. So like if this video ends up being a 28-minute video, I want you to go and spend like 29 minutes doing something else after this video that raises your vibration, because it's really good to be informed and to know what's coming, but it's also really good to not dwell in it and to understand that you can change your experience by your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and the energy that you put out. Really, that's what it is. It doesn't mean that every day is going to be easy and perfect, but it does mean that your experience can be a lot better than someone else's. Okay. So now that I've done that, we're going to pull the next card, which is the this is going to be the environment for the next 3 months around the UAPs. We have the Two of Cups. Okay. So this is partnerships. So during the next 3 months, people are going to be working together. Information is going to be shared. Now, we might not be privy to it because remember, we have this Knight of Cups, which is very slow moving. Not Knight of Cups, excuse me. Knight of Pentacles, which is very slow moving. We have the Page of Cups, which is some misinformation coming in. So I do feel like people are going to be working together, perhaps agencies, organizations, perhaps even countries. But that does not necessarily mean that we are going to get information. So the Emperor is going to get involved. The Emperor, I feel like, is Trump. This is a misuse of power. Might not be Trump. Could be someone else in the military, actually, because Trump is typically my Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this could be, let me back up. So this is in the hopes and fears position, this card. So really looking at this, I'm taking back the Trump thing. I don't feel like this is a Trump thing. I feel like this is someone who is making decisions about this, someone who's kind of at the top, if not at the top, but they're misusing their power, and the hope is that these people are going to make the right decisions and use their power in the right way. But the reality is there's going to be a misuse of power and things are not going to be handled the right way. It's just not going to be. What is the outcome? The outcome is this Four of Pentacles reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed is all about trying to hold on desperately, but losing your grip, losing your grasp of what you're trying to hold on to. I do feel like the information and the stories are going to come out. That's going to be the outcome. The outcome is they're going to lose their hold on hiding the truth, and it is going to get out. So just know that the information about the UAPs and the drones, it is going to eventually be revealed. They can't hold on to it forever, but it's just going to take some time before we get that information. Okay. Okay, you guys. Well, I have been reading forever, so I think that this is a good place to stop. As a reminder, if you're ever curious to know what decks I use, they are all listed on my website, and you can find my website in the description box down below. Also in the description box down below is a link to join my channel, and I do a lot of really fun stuff for my members. We do member exclusive lives where my members get to ask questions and I pull tarot cards for them. I do member exclusive content, and I also do some premieres that members get access to first. So if you're interested in checking that out, all of the information for that is in the description box down below. If you have not yet given this video a thumbs up, please consider giving it a thumbs up on your way out. It's a great way to help out my channel. And finally, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider clicking the circle at the bottom of the page right now to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.